Hello, this is Dr. McTuck, and I'm making this video to share with you about the Week 6 assignment, as I cannot hold an office hour this Sunday, and I would like you to understand some of the items about the assignment. So as you can see, I'm on the home page. I'm going to go ahead and click on Content so that we can go to the Week 6 content. Check out the assignment. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Week 6 checklist. And of course, you're to continue on with your group activities, and I've been receiving emails and such, so I know those are going on, so continue with that. And then you're going to complete the Week 6 observation, which is a major assignment or major activity. And it is the only thing you have going on for Week 6. Understand, though, it is involved. It has 3 parts. You're going to watch a video. You're going to make observation notes about the video. To include, you can see here it says Part 1, Observation Notes with Annotation. So what you're going to do is you're going to watch the video. You can see the link there. You're going to focus on Danielson's Domain 3, all of the components of that domain. There's 5 of them. Keep that in mind. You can choose your form for recording the evidence. However, you cannot use tally marks or other forms of non-specific recording. Basically, just doing what you've been doing. Watch the videos, record what you see, record what you hear, timestamp them. And again, you may use the observation collection template from weeks 3 or 4, or I've made one specifically for week 6. So again, you can use whichever one you want or make up one you want, but again, just make sure it's specific evidence. Now, when you're done recording the evidence, you must go back and ask yourself, do you see any opinion? Do you see any explanation? Do you see any bias? If you do, use the strike through feature in Word and strike through those, or remove it and make a note saying you removed evidence because it had bias, opinion, or explanation. So either way, you must show evidence that you did review your list of observation notes. Also, notice you're going to go back and using the Domain 3 of the Danielson rubric, you're going to take the pieces of evidence and you're going to label them 3A to 3E. All right, so you know which component they go with for Danielson. And if they don't go with any of them, you must label it NA. You must label it NA or label it with the appropriate component. Now, once you've done that, you must go back at look at your collected evidence. Take each of the components, and you must rate the teacher, unsatisfactory, basic, proficient, or distinguished based on the Danielson rubric, and write a rationalization for why you gave it that rating, but also referencing the evidence you collected. Then you have a reflection piece here. The reflection piece includes any aha moments, 2 pros of the observation experience, and 2 cons. So you must do that reflection piece in part 2. Then you go on to the post-observation follow-up and suggestions for teacher development. Now your answers must be thoughtful. Thoughtful meaning, not only do you give an answer, but for example, with question 1, you must explain why you gave the 2 clarification questions you did. In question 2, you must say why you gave the 2 reflection questions you did. Then when you do the 2 instructional strategies, these can't just be off the top of your head. You must use research-based instructional strategies. Therefore, they're going to come from a website. They're going to come from a book. They need to be APA cited. So APA formatting, that's how they must be cited. And then when you give the 2 professional development resources, again, that's got to be a website. That's got to be a book reference. So all of that must be APA formatted, and also it must be in-text citations. I'm going to go ahead and click on this link right here that takes you to these in-text citations. I just want to take a second here and show this. If I go down to the bottom, and this is where you're summarizing or paraphrasing, this is an in-text citation. All right. Now notice it does talk about the page number. It says it's not required, so again, don't worry about the page number. However, you should have the author, comma, and then at least the year. But that's an in-text citation, and then you have a list of your references so that we know who's who and what's what. All right, let me go back to the assignment. Also remember that this assignment must be turned into TaskStream. You must set up an account. You must get that going, and then in the end, you turn it in. Just make sure that everything that you do for your assignment is based on what you see in the course. All right? So when you get to TaskStream, you're just turning it in. All right. At the end of the assignment, of course, is the rubric, spelling out how you're going to get the full 100 points. For example, this first one, it says, demonstrates evidence collection in appropriate form. No tally marks, checklist, and timestamp is recorded, and has over 10 pieces of evidence recorded. So again, you need to do all of that to get 20 points. Otherwise, you're going to lose points accordingly. So again, make sure you check out the rubric. All right, so you get the full points. Let me just show you the template that I made, just so you can see that. Here's the template. You'll notice the template will take you down through. Here's part 1, reminding you what you have to do to include. Here's the Danielson domain, where you label the components, which are from domain 3. If you go on to part 2, it's going to remind you that you must do the rating here based on the components. You have a reflection piece that you have to do, and it even tells you, what you should have in that reflection piece. And then if you get to the end, not if you get to the end, you will get to the end, excuse me. Part 3, you're going to do the post-observation follow-up, and there's all of the questions. So again, I know you only have one assignment, one activity in week 6, but keep in mind that it is fairly involved. Take it seriously. It's worth, 100 points. So, again, it's worth a chunk of change for you as far as your grade. It is a major assignment. Take your time on it. Any questions, contact me through the Remind app, as some of you do, or email me. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. So, again, just contact me with any questions, and I wish you the best with your assignment. Thank you.